I'm Loki Teixeira, and today we're having 5 minutes with Heather McNamara. She's a Multicultural Council Coordinator. Hello.
Hello.
I would like to talk more about what multiculturalism does in Windsor.
Well, the Multicultural Council was established in 1973 to be one voice for the ethnocultural specific organizations. They wanted to have one organization to act on their behalf to provide services for the newcomer clients that come into Canada and into our region here.
Tell me more about the Carousel of Nations.
Carousel of Nations was established in 1976, and originally it was at the Riverside at Dieppe Gardens. And then once the communities, ethnocultural communities got larger and had their own cultural community centers, then Carousel began around the city. And then in 2000, they brought back the Carousel by the river as well as Carousel around the city. And it's to celebrate all the different ethnocultural organizations, all their foods, their cultures, their dance, and to embrace the differences, but also to embrace the similarities that we all have within the different people.
How does the multicultural festival, Carousel of Nations, become one of the famous and the best festivals in summer in Ontario?
We are in the top 100 festivals in Ontario, and we have been for the last few years. I think because of the longevity of the festival and the support from the community that we receive for the festival has made it very prominent, as well as all the different ethnocultural organizations who continue to be part of it every year.
What does multiculturalism support besides other services?
Well, we support the community at large to bring forth diversity training, to make them understand and to be accepting of the newcomers and immigrants when they come into Canada. We provide services for the newcomers. We teach them English as a second language. We provide them settlement services. So if they need any help for finding housing, where to go to fill out their government paperwork, how to open a bank account, you know, if they need language translation and interpretation services, we provide all of that. And then we're out in the community advocating on behalf of the newcomer.
How does diversity affect Windsor?
Well, Windsor in region is the fourth most diverse population in Canada. And it is very important that we make people to be accepting of diversity, and that we have to have immigration in order to be sustainable as a community. And that's our part, is to advocate on behalf of the Multicultural Council to the community to be more accepting and inclusive of the newcomer population.
What are some challenges does Multiculturalism Council see in right now?
Well, I would say that one of the biggest challenges that we have is funding for operational dollars to provide programs and services. Our funding is through the government and other agencies. And of course, with the economic turndown, that also turns down the fundraising. That makes it important for us to fundraise more, but also it gives us a challenge in when we're getting funding from the government.
How can Windsorites be involved in multiculturalism and in the council?
Well, they can volunteer. They can be involved with Carousel. We have many volunteers that we take on every year. We also have fundraising with the Herb Gray Harmony Award, which is a big event that we have, or big gala that we have every year at April or May, depending on the year. We have many events. You can volunteer just to help support the programs and services that we provide to the newcomers. We have youth programs, we have senior programs. They can act as tutors, whatever is needed to help in the community.
Tell me more about the Herb Gray Award.
It was started in 2000 when Mr. Gray retired from politics. He chose the Multicultural Council to be the organization to host his retirement event. And so Mr. Gray is our honorary patron of our organization. And then we established an award in his name which reflects the mission and vision of our organization, that it's important to give back to the community. And so every year we have nominations submitted and we choose the winner to be the Herb Gray Award recipient, which is given at the gala every year.
How can a person apply for HEP Gray Award?
All of our information is on our website, which is www.themcc.com. There's a nomination procedure. There is a nomination committee that goes through all of the applicants, and then they make the choice as who that they feel is the best winner for the award.
Also, is there any other work that multicultural collaborates with? Does multicultural works as one, or it does has a collaboration with other organizations in Windsor?
Yes, we have about 6 newcomer serving agencies in the area that we collaborate and work with as well. There are a number of other collaborations and partnerships that we have. Say St. Clair College, we have partnerships. We deliver the English as a second language, English translation program through the St. Clair College. We partner with the university, we've partnered with the City of Windsor, we partner with many different agencies, even for fundraising. So we have many sponsors and partners that we work with all through the year, and we sit on many different community committees to bring forth and advocate the needs of the newcomer client.
For the cultural summit that happened last week, what do you see the cultural growing in the city?
Well, I think it's very important that we have the cultural summit so we can bring all the stakeholders together, from all the different partners in the area, to look at what we need to do to move forward as a community, and to make sure that we listen to all of the voices, be it the mainstream or the ethnocultural groups. And then it makes us a stronger community by making us celebrate all the different cultural events that we have.
Today we spent 5 minutes with Heather McNamara from Multicultural Council.